It's very mild out there today, but earlier this week it was pretty cold, especially in the evenings. The days are getting shorter and the nights are getting longer. How will your home handle the cooler weather? Don Wade is here from Country Boyz Heating and Cooling with some energy-saving tips. Don, it's good to see you again. Absolutely
good to be here. I want to give some people a little insight on, again, how they can save some money and make sure that their house is as efficient as possible, because nowadays, you know, we want to make sure that every dollar goes back in our pocket as we can.
Yes, we want to do that.
Exactly.
Yes.
With the election coming up, you never can tell. We may have to give more of our money back to them, so we got to watch out. But
wouldn't that be brutal?
It would be. But again, roll tide to you.
Roll tide to you.
All right. Well, what we want to talk about on thermostats today, kind of get a little bit more in depth. Usually we just kind of say, hey, go out there, you can purchase you a digital thermostat, and it'll save you money. We want to kind of give you a little quick insight why, because people say, okay, I hear you saying go change your thermostat to a digital, it'll save it. But the reason it will save it is your thermostat is like the light switch that turns your system on and off. And if you're sitting there and you have a big swing, say you have it set for 72 degrees, well, these non-programmable thermostats, their swing is much larger. They'll maybe let the thermostat run up to 73, 74 degrees before they shut it off. And then it'll let it drop down to the more uncomfortable levels. You may get down to around, 69, 70 degrees. So it's a huge window that it operates in. So what we do with the digital thermostats, the window is 2 to 3 degrees. So your comfort level is better, and then your swings are not as big, which really helps your pocketbook on the energy savings, because we can keep that temperature a lot more even, which is savings to put back in the pocket. So that's why we want to tell people to put those digital ones on.
And this is definitely something, too, that if you're thinking about getting a digital, if you rent, you probably want to check with your landlord first, because they may not appreciate you going in there and messing with it.
Right. Yeah, you want to make sure you get kind of approval on that. But one of the things, if a lot of people, like I said, get struggling with their money. But a little quick tip that I want to share with you today. Sure. You notice how we pulled the cover off the thermostat?
Right.
Some of the thermostats, when you pop the cover off, it's real simple to do. You'll look straight through where the wires go and go out the back into the wall. One of the things, if that has a large hole in it, you actually, on a really cool day, you can actually put your hand up to where that little hole is, and you'll feel the cool air drafting up through the wall.
Wow. It's
like a chimney effect. Hot air rises, cold air falls. And what will happen is that heat's rising up. It will actually push that cold air out, because it's a path of least resistance.
Right.
Real simple thing you can do, you can take a little piece of toilet paper and you can stuff it in that hole. And what that'll do is help keep those big swings up and from happening on your thermostat, kind of lessen it a little bit. A
little improvised insulation.
There you go, exactly. A little insulation is all it takes. And then, of course, one of the things that a lot of people are doing on filters, they're purchasing these real nice filters because our homes are a lot more sealed up, a lot tighter nowadays. And what you wind up doing there, you got to be careful to choose the right filter. You can spend 10, 15 bucks on a filter nowadays, but I found with my experience that we can use the filters that are anywhere from $3 to $5 and get just as good a results. Because if you noticed on right there where we were showing the filter where it goes in, and I had a business card, you can shove that thing in behind where your filter goes in. That's an air leak. So you can buy a real expensive filter, but if it's not sealed properly, if you don't run a little piece of caulking around it, then you're really sucking air around behind that filter. So now that $15 filter is really not doing a lot for you.
It's just sitting there collecting dust.
It is, and of course, the last thing you want is somebody or a critter to get inside past your filter, as you can see, because you don't want a big woolly booger like me coming out behind your filter.
You don't. Look at that. Oh, wow. And I thought Halloween was over.
There you go. But you can see how that one is not fitting properly, too. That's the other thing, is you want to make sure that it fits properly in the hole. You don't want to just put something there and hope it works for you. But like I say, if people got any questions, they can give us a call, and we'll be able to help them out.
All right, super. Don, thank you so much. You can find out more about heating and cooling your home by calling 205-230-6657 or send an email to countryboyshvac@yahoo.com. There's just nothing